Hello friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we're going to do the detailed review of the latest budget offering from Xiaomi in India, the Xiaomi Redmi 8A. So Redmi 8A is the latest smartphone announced, and this is the successor of the Redmi 7A. So Redmi 7A was announced a few months back, and even within a span of 3 months the new device has been launched. Now the Redmi 8A is completely different, and a lot of advanced new features have been brought to the Redmi 8A. So what are all of these features and how they are important? Let's talk about all those things in this detailed video. So first up, let's have a look at the design and build quality. Now if you look at the design aspect of the Redmi 8A, you can see that this is quite different from what we have been seeing on Xiaomi smartphones. So you can see that this back panel has a matte finish, and this feels really nice. It's a really good build quality. The design language also feels really nice. You can see that there is a strip in the center portion where we have the camera unit, the Redmi branding, and designed by Xiaomi branding is also included. So that's completely new, and this feels really refreshing for the budget segment, and the overall feel when using the device looks really good. And this is a pretty compact device as well, so we feel this Xiaomi has done a pretty good job with the design aspect of this device. Now it also comes with a notch. You can see that the notch is a water drop notch, and the bottom bezels are also considerably lower. That's again something which is pretty good from Xiaomi has done. So overall, in terms of the design aspect, this is definitely a good device, a refreshing change in terms of design, and the build quality is again top notch with really good material being used. Next, let's talk about the display. So we have an HD plus resolution display on this device, and the display quality is pretty good on this device. The touch response feels pretty smooth, and it's quite good for the budget segment. And this is an IPS LCD panel, so you get decent viewing angles as well. Now there is also Gorilla Glass 5 support. That's something which most of the OEM skips because it's a budget smartphone, but here you get the Gorilla Glass 5 support. That's an added feature, so that's something which Xiaomi has again done pretty good on this device. So display quality is kind of okay for the price segment it is being offered. Now next, let's talk about the software. So this phone runs on the MIUI 10, and this has Android 9 Pie out of the box. So if you have used the MIUI device, you might be knowing it has a lot of additional features being offered. So you get features like dual app support, dual app support, then face unlock, app lock via fingerprint scanner, support for themes, and whole lot of features are included. So those features come in this device as well. So you can see that the settings panel is quite similar to what we have seen on any Xiaomi smartphone. So this is something Xiaomi has retained on the Redmi 8A as well. Now this is having Android 9.0 out of the box, and feels quite good. Unfortunately, there is ads on this device. So similar to any Xiaomi smartphone, you can see ads on this device. So that's something which MIUI has, which you can actually disable it. So this also has that feature. Now talking about the performance side. So this running on the Qualcomm Snapdragon 439 octa-core processor with 2GB RAM as well as 3GB RAM. So we have the 2GB RAM with us, and when we tested in the day-to-day performance, we found that here and there you could see some sluggishness with the 2GB RAM. So we would suggest you to get the 3GB RAM in case you're buying this, because 2GB RAM does have an impact when you're running heavy games in the background like PUBG Mobile. It can in fact play PUBG Mobile. In fact, we have done a video on PUBG Mobile playback on this device, and found this device to be quite capable for the price segment, because 7K price segment you can still play PUBG Mobile. But then if you're doing that, you make sure that you get a 3GB RAM variant, otherwise you might find a bit of sluggish behavior here and there. But otherwise this device does a pretty good job in terms of performance in day-to-day aspects. Now talking about the other aspects, so we don't have a fingerprint scanner on this device, but there is a face unlock included. Now the call quality is good, no issues whatsoever, and the speaker performance is again quite decent from the bottom firing speakers. Now talking about the cameras, so it has a 12 megapixel primary camera. It is the Sony IMX363 sensor, which we have seen on the Pixel devices as well. Now Sony's camera does a pretty good job here. The details are good, the sharpness levels are impressive, but then the colors are a bit saturated, but many people will still love saturated or vivid colors. But if you're looking for true colors, this may not be the best choice, but still you get decent colors. And overall the camera quality was quite okay for the most part, and it won't disappoint most of the users, and it does a decent job altogether with portrait shots and even the decent low light experience as well. So we have done a detailed camera review. You can also check out that video to get an idea about how the performance is. So there is also an 8 megapixel selfie camera, which is again quite decent selfie experience. Good color reproduction here, and does a decent job altogether. Now moving on to the other aspects, the battery and the charging. So we have a USB Type-C port included on this device. So that's something which Xiaomi has done pretty good on the device, because we don't see USB Type-C port in the budget segment. So we have a USB Type-C port, and it also supports fast charging. That's an additional feature offered by Xiaomi. So it supports 18 watt fast charging. Even though the bundle charger in the box is 10 watt, you can buy an 18 watt charger and charge this device. Now another important aspect regarding the battery is that the battery capacity has been improved from 4000 on the 7A to 5000 on the Redmi 8A. So that's another important upgrade from the 7A. So battery performance is again stellar. You can get almost 2 days of battery life easily on this device. So battery performance isn't an issue on the Redmi 8A, and you get really stellar battery performance. So that was the detailed review of the Redmi 8A. So summing up, the highlights of the device is HD plus resolution display, new design, notch display, Gorilla Glass 6, decent performance, Sony IMX363 sensor, USB Type-C port, 18 watt fast charger, and a 5000 mAh capacity battery. This is probably the best all-round package you can get for below 7K price segment. Without doubt, the 6999 price, 3GB RAM, 32GB storage, Redmi 8A is the best smartphone you can right now get below the 7000 price segment. Now there is another variant at 2GB RAM, 6499, but as I said before, there's just a 500 rupee difference, and we would definitely suggest you to go with the 6999 priced 3GB RAM variant, because it offers really good performance, and you just have to shell out additional 500 rupees. So that is a detailed review of the Redmi 8A. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button, and also hit the red subscribe button for more videos. This is Nirmal signing off. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.